of Pediatrics in the simulation lab. Let me introduce the team. Dr. Shilpa, Dr. Harpreet, Professor Vinita Pandey, residents Tanishtha, Apurva, Amodini, Professor Sampada Tambolkar, and intensivist Dr. Manoj Patil. Shilpa to take over.
Good morning, everybody. Today we will be discussing about a baby who's come to casualty with few vitals which I'll be mentioning, and we will be asking our residents how to proceed and we'll teach them. Okay, so this is a 4-year-old boy who has presented to you with a history of road traffic accident. Okay, and the baby's heart rate is 40. And baby is not responding. So you get a call from casualty. These are the vitals when you receive the baby. So what is the next step we will do?
We'll check the pulse and the heart rate.
Okay, so how will you do that? Okay, so what we do is we palpate trachea centrally and we check for sternocleidomastoid. In between both of them is the carotid pulsations. Okay, so as I mentioned, it is 40. So 40 is less than the normal heart rate of the child. So child is in bradycardia. So what is our next step as a pediatric resident? To start CPR. Okay, so we will start CPR in this child. As the heart rate of the child is 40, so we will start CPR. So how do we give CPR? We mark the nipples of the baby and we'll just go below it, okay, in the mid sternum line. That is also equivalent to lower third of the sternum. So once we know the point, we start CPR. So we take our hands, we interlace them, we keep our shoulders, elbow joint extended, flexion at the wrist joint, we interlace and we do CPR. Okay, movements should be from here. Okay, there should be no flexing of the joints. Okay, 1, 2, like this. Okay, so the ratio changes when the rescuer number change. Okay, so when we are alone in casualty, what ratio we give to them is 30:2. So 30 compressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And next two are the breaths which are given by bag and mask. That process will do subsequently, but this is how we do a single rescuer CPR. And once our help comes, the ratio changes, so it will be 15:2. So I'll give 15 compressions and my colleague will give 2 breaths. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
1.
So there has to be a sync between the two rescuers.
Applying the mask on baby's face, we should place the mask over the bridge of the nose and chin. Use the C finger to hold it firmly against the chin, and remaining 3 fingers you put below the chin bone and extend slightly firmly so that airways open, and then you squeeze the ambu to give the two rescue breaths. 1, 2.
In a scenario where there is a non-maintainable airway, we have to establish the airway and restore the breathing in the child. You have to stand on the head side of the child, make the position of the child in a supine position, take a shoulder roll and put it under the shoulders, so we can extend the neck and the airway is in the straight line. Remember not to hyperextend the neck. Take your laryngoscope, hold it like this in your left hand. Open the mouth of the child with your right hand. Inside the mouth, push the tongue towards the left side. Go under the base of the tongue, lift the epiglottis, and you can visualize the vocal cords as an inverted V-shaped structure. So you can see. Okay. Here. Ask your assistant to give you a endotracheal tube. Go inside the mouth and bypass the vocal cords. Now to check whether we are inside the trachea or not, attach the ambu bag and do the ambu and see for the chest rise. So this is the chest rise, so that we are inside the cavity. Then we have to fix it.